In art, more often than not, less provides higher experience, and cinema is not an exception. The Samouraï starts with an almost 3-minute shot of a man lying on the bed in a rainy evening darkness of a simple room. The composition of the image seems very simple and devoid, yet that is strong that you surrender entirely to aesthetic impression and the tone of the film. Jean-Pierre Melville takes a minimalist approach in his subjects, yet delivers very nuanced works. He is able to take the redundant elements out and keep what is essential in the scene, what that creates the vital climate for his purpose. This is true not only in the composition but also in the storyline and the filming. It heightens what's present and affects the observer in a deeper way. Reducing the colors, the objects, and the dialogue establishes an atmosphere that is significant to feel the film. Melville's movies are often tragic with existentialist marks. As he declares himself, he gives us the fate of the character as soon as our first encounter with him. I believe he does this to excellence and goes even further. Experiencing his film from the very beginning, you find yourself immersed in the emotional mood of the film. Cinema is an art form where images in time take or should take the highest responsibility to convey what the film intends to provide for its viewer.
Pourquoi avez-vous tué Martin?
On devait me payer pour ça.
The Samouraï carries very little dialogue. There isn't any for above the first 10 minutes of the film. This capacity of storytelling gives the opportunity to engage with the images in another level. Aesthetics, style, distinct exposition of the solitary world of a stranger and hint of existentialism overweigh what the Samouraï carries as its genre. Therefore, not much the crime and suspense become the core of the film, rather the psyche of the character in the bluish-gray world. From the start, we are drowned in his silent world, his actions, endless reflecting, walking, staring. Solitude is overwhelming incessantly. You feel so closely the strangeness and isolation of the protagonist, even in his encounters with other people or his lover, regardless of being in a city with several million people, that the city itself gives off the aura of isolation. The detachment and coldness of the character are as consistent as the tone and the visual style throughout the film. There is barely any action, what one could expect as actions in police and crime subject movies. Here the ordinary movements of the character take all needed to build suspense and go beyond that, through expressionless face, blank eyes, calmness and silence. The stillness is so remarkable in the film. Melville spares us from artificial heavy actions that provide no real value, no emotional bond. Whereas in majority of the commercial movies, the preoccupation of the camera is anything but emotional depth, and the output that is montaged with endless cuts for efficiency. Le Samouraï takes you in a world of unique cinematic aesthetics with a seamless consistency of style and tone. This, combined with the striking performance of the actor, allow Melville to create one of the best films about the solitude of the man.